What's up, guys? It is Thursday, December 8th at 7:55 a.m. And this is the crypto market update. So we're looking at the dollar right now, weekly chart. And, the direction is down for the dollar. We've been saying it. Dollar direction down. Bond yields direction is down. The macro trend is now shifting. So if we look at the 1 week chart, we finally got this rip. So the green to red, right? We've been looking at it. So when we flip from red to green here, we went into our uptrend. Now we're getting our green to red. Just like back here, when we went to our green to red, we went down. Where I'm thinking we're at is in comparison to like past corrections down when the dollar kind of switched turned the tides, is like this point right here where we're going to kind of range a little bit. And then I think by the end of this year, we'll see the dollar pull down into January and then maybe range for the first quarter. And then by the start of the second quarter, we'll go down in the dollar all the way to like June. Because usually we see cycles work in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. So that does seem like the play as far as the dollar goes, how that will pan out. I do see the macro direction for the dollar down. You can see all the indicators here. And we got confirmation of the blue crossing above the pink. Just like when the pink crossed above the blue here, that was when we really went to our uptrend. And now when the blue's crossing above, that's when we go to our downtrend, just like back here. So yeah, similar points. But our rise in the dollar was aggressive. That's why I think our demise in the dollar is going to be aggressive as well too. So let's go to the US 10-year bonds. And yeah, same thing. We're getting close to that cross right there. If we're going to like a 2 week chart, we're finally seeing a red MACD come in. We're seeing the stock RSI cross down, TSI's cross down. The blue's starting to gear up. I believe the pink is going to actually pull through here this time. So it's the likely scenario that's going to happen. I mean, the dollar kind of showed the hand. The bond yields are next up. They're moving a little slower, but I do believe they're going to come down. So the stock market, though, I'm a little worried about this. 2 week chart is still red. So this flip from green to red here, just like back here with the great financial crisis. So we could definitely be in this kind of point right here, right? So where we have our flip from green to red, we pull down like this, or go sideways kind of thing, kind of what we're doing now. But note where what the void lines are showing. Let me get rid of the EMA ribbon. Actually, no, I'll keep the EMA ribbon. But like you see the color schemes, so that's handling the fractal pattern. So you see the blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, green, purple. So like it's the fractals. And where we're at right now is very worrisome because we're seeing the purple to the red to the orange, purple, red to the orange, right? Just like where that moment where we think we're at is where we're at currently. So what would be next is, a major crisis. And that's probably when the ICE 9 would happen. Like this won't be this will be the biggest fall of all time. It would be a pull down and a half. So I'm not wanting this to happen, but am I keeping it on the radar? You bet, because I do not want anybody to be off guard with this potential scenario. This is huge. This is definitely huge. So I'm watching the 2 week chart. We do have the prepare to buy soons. And we saw that once we got the buy now signal on the 2 week chart, that spelled the end of the great financial crisis. And then we just rallied for like 10, 13 years now. So what I want to see is that 2 week buy now signal. We'll have that candle close in 8 days. We're going to have to see, and we're close to it. We're very close to it. So we'll have to see if it pans out. But for that to really pan out in my eyes, we would need to get above that 13,000 level that we've been talking about. Definitely need to get above there. I don't want to see this rejection pull back down and us go below 11,000, because that scenario of something like this catastrophic could play out, especially with the color schemes matching up and even being on like the weekly chart. I think we had like that first signal to flash right here. Yeah. So how, like this right here is what we were tracking. We got a 1 week buy now, kind of when we hit that 200 moving average here, and then we popped up, went sideways, and then bam, we had our second one. So we did the same thing here. Our 1 week buy warnings, we got our buy now right at the 200 moving average. We pop up here, kind of go sideways, we're getting rejected, and then like we got to be ready for something like this. And we don't know what the implications on the crypto market will be if that scenario pans out. What I'm seeing here is like crypto, I mean, is wicked oversold. And we're seeing that the dollar does, we're seeing the macro trend coming down. Same with the bond yield. So it would be some sort of event to play out. So we have to keep our ear and eyes to the media channels to see any narratives playing out so we can front run this, because we don't want to be caught with the bag. That's for sure. So total crypto market. And I'm going to go to Bitcoin. So we're on the daily chart. So daily chart, we're seeing the flip from the red to the green. So far, we've been holding this level here, or we're tracking the bodies of these candles over here. I think we're tracking here, and then we said if we were to come down, it would be to that level. So we're holding the candle so far right now. I do not want to see a 1 day cross down, but if we go out to these higher time frames, let's go to a 6-day chart. We are seeing the MACD still green. MACD still green until that thing turns red. I'm going to say the bottom's in. But once it turns red, that's a different story. That's why we have to watch it. We do have a good support right here around the $14,000 to $16,000 level. So that's where I'm watching. But I want to see if we pull down here, 16,300 to hold. And I do want to see us take out that $19,500 to $20,000 level. And I believe that if we get above there, it's going to be a straight shoot to 28 to 33K. So that's what I'm watching there. Let's look at the 10-day chart. We're seeing, some good action. We're seeing some things starting to turn around here. 2-week chart. And then we're getting very close to a cross. Getting very close to a cross on the MACD. Last time we crossed back here, end of the bear market. Then we crossed down. We went to our COVID kind of crash. Then we crossed back up here. That was the end of the that mini bear market. And then bam. Then we had our cross down. Cross up, cross down. So we're getting close to a cross back up here, which is a good sign. So that's why I wanted to see us break above that $20K or $21,000 level. That will get us above that red ribbon right here. And that's why I say if we get above there, it's going to be aggressive. It's going to be fast, because when we did that back here, bam, we just went. And I would expect the same to happen here. So now let's go to XLM. All right, so now we're looking at XLM on the 2-week chart. This is the one that we're watching, the time frame that we're watching to know when XLM has bottomed. We're seeing the MACD. We're holding up green here. That's great. We just need to see the follow through as far as the stock RSI crossing up in the TSI. We'll get that buy now signal, and that will be the bottom for Stellar. I feel like once Stellar kind of finds its base here and pops up, it's going to be aggressive. So I'm definitely going to be eyeing that in the Discord. So if you haven't already joined the Discord, get in the Discord. The link will be in the bio. We have all these automated signals set up for all these different cryptos. So I'm looking at XLM signals, and we see some prepare to buy soons here. Some lower time frames, some higher time frames, some huge time frames. So all the stars are aligning for an XLM pop. And then let's look at the pair-to-pair signals, because we're seeing a lot of XLM versus other coins saying buy now as well too. XLM against Sol, XLM against VeChain, against Filecoin, against Link. So based off the pair-to-pair signals channel in the Discord, link will be in the bio. It's looking like XLM and XRP are the best performers right now. And XDC. It's no surprise that that's the case versus Avalanche and ADA and DOT. XLM, XDC, XRP, the ISO coins are going to reign in 2023. So I'm watching these heavy. And let's go back to the chart. So that's what I'm watching there. XRP to USD. What I'm looking at is something similar back to what happened before we popped up back here, guys. What I'm really looking at is this. So we kind of, let me pull this up. So we do the same pattern, on mini scales to make up the bigger scales, but you can see how we just go up, like that, and then we come back down and go sideways, just back up here. We go up, go like that, come back down, go sideways, up, come back down, go sideways. So it's the same pattern, just repeating itself on micro scales to make up the macro scales. And I believe we're at the final phase before a big move. And I think we're mimicking something right here. So right here, right? So that was after a sell-off, kind of go sideways a little bit. We pop up once, so sell off, go sideways a little bit. Or this trend line coming down, trend line coming down. We pop up. We kind of go sideways and kind of trend back down to retest the trend line. Just like back here, sideways down to retest the trend line. And then all of a sudden it was like boom. And I believe we're at one of those moments because you can look at the stock RSI and the TSI, the MACD, and it's looking all similar. You can see that when the stock RSI came up here and it kind of pulled back down before doing the thing, just like right here, went up, pull back down. And then we're at that moment. Same with here. We're seeing like a tangle between the blue and the pink right now. It's trying to decide. We're seeing how back here, the MACD was like coming. It was about to cross down. And then it said, nope. Same with the TSI. So we're going like this. It's coming down. And I think we're about to say nope. And we're going to fly. The TSI is like kind of crossing down just like it was going to here. But then like we saw a big price spike. So I believe we're at a moment that could tell us, hey, like another big move's coming for XRP. Let's see, like this one could bring us, past that 55-cent level that we've been talking about that we need to get above. And if we do, I mean, that would be huge because that would get us above a huge resistance level. And it would really, who knows, the sky could be the limit at that point. This is Songbird. So I'm really eyeing Songbird as far as these pair-to-pair signals go, because I do believe when Songbird takes flight here and with the flare distribution coming January 9th of 2023, being almost 30 days away, I do see kind of the catalyst for it to do this is to pull up to the middle line of the void lines here and retest these lows back here before breaking down, which would be a move of like 50 to 40%. So we get back up to here, something like that. Yeah, so I'm watching it close. We're seeing on the 1 week chart, the stock RSI getting ready to cross up here. We're seeing the blue ready to make a lower low. And we're seeing the MACD was coming down here, but now we're seeing some dark green pulling up here, insinuating that there's some buying going on. Somebody is starting to accumulate. And then we got a 3-day buy now signal as well too. And then we're holding that support back here at 0.011. So that's what I'm seeing. I want to see us break above that 0.014, 0.015 level. And then I believe we'll take flight up to 2 cents. Songbird against XRP. This is what I'm watching heavy because 3-day chart. Let's go to it. It was actually you could see it better, XRP against Songbird. So we're on the 3-day chart, 1 week chart. Let's go to it. So the 1 week prepare to sell soon is here. Now, if we see the stock RSI cross down, the TSI cross down in 3 days from now, the sell now on the weekly chart is going to come in. And I do believe that we're very close to Songbird ripping, because usually when you see a chart pattern like this, you come up, kind of like go like this, you do come back down like that. At the very least, you're going to keep going up. But I do see a big move coming out of Songbird. We know the catalyst here, right? If I go to the 5-day chart, we can see we have the sell warnings, right? Stock RSI is crossed down here and the TSI is getting ready to cross in with the MACD. So it does seem like everything's aligning for Songbird to take off. So I'm definitely going to take that trade, that conversion, that pair to pair, because I want to accumulate more XRP. So if I can ride the Songbird wave while it's outperforming and then convert back to XRP, then I can get some more of it. So if you want to do that, you want to follow that trade with me, come join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. XRP dominance against others. So against the whole rest of the altcoin market, things are getting interesting, man. 2 week charts, 2 week chart, huge time frame. We haven't seen an EMA ribbon flip. I mean, there was a close one right here back in February 2019, but like very, not even close. Right here, we had flipped from green to red. So that was April 2016. Like, if we can get above here, it's time. And what's very exciting is how the TSI is crossing up through this 0 line, insinuating that we're going to flip bullish. Because as far as get into this positive territory here and start making higher highs and higher lows, we've been in a downtrend for so long. It's about time XRP gets ready to pop, right? We're seeing the weekly chart. It's saving itself. We're watching this for the cross down. 6-day chart saving itself as well too. I just want to see a little more out of XRP And this actually kind of closes today. So we'll have to see how the next week goes, because if we do pull down here, we'll get a sell now. We don't want to see that. I want to see us actually rally up to here and save us from crossing down. So that's what I'm seeing there. And then I just want to cover real quick the Bitcoin against the stock market. So Bitcoin against the stock market, we did come down to retest some key, like that's like the $14,000 equivalent. We take this low to this high, coming down to 702. Let me actually do it the reverse. I actually like the other way around. So the stock market against Bitcoin. So we are curling over here. This is what we've been watching. We've been seeing every time that the stock market breaks down against Bitcoin, every time we kind of have this like upward sideways like ranging. Once we break down from that and go down like this, that's our bull markets for Bitcoin. Then we go like this, mini bull market for Bitcoin. And then we go like this, 2021 bull market for Bitcoin right here. And now we did that. Now we're doing that ranging. We're very close, to coming down and potentially breaking it. And then we know that the rally for Bitcoin is underway. So that's it for the crypto market update, guys. Exciting times ahead. And if not already, subscribe to the channel and join the Discord. I want to see you guys in there. Say what up. I'll say what up too. So I'll see you in there.